Hey guys, the Langbanger here. So I have a new profile for you. So this is another take on Shaddoll. So this, by all means was not my idea or anything. I think someone either topped a regional or came close to topping a regional with trap-based Shaddoll. So I figure I would give this a spin. So I mean, for the most part, I grabbed the same sort of ideas. Might be a couple of card changes here and there. So I have an extra deck built for you, and then let's just go into the main deck here. So starting off, you have three of the Reshaddoll Wendy. That's summoned from the deck. You have two Hedgehog, you have two Squamata, you have two Beast, you have two Falco, you have two Ariel, and then Dragon. So those are the Shaddolls. I think the only thing that would maybe kind of stick out is the two Squamata instead of three. Honestly, I was just going for, just more ratios. I mean, I had to fit the traps in here somehow as well. I also really like the Ariel because now we're like kind of turboing into, the trap shit all card. So you can, just bring some materials back. So I don't know, maybe just one Ariel's needed, and then that could, give you your third Squamata. But you'll actually see that we have a lot of ways to send cards to the grave. So then we have a Trickstar engine, so you have double Candina, and then you have a Korribane. Nothing too crazy there. If we had more than one light stage, I think I would go a little bit bigger on this package, but I think double Candina and Korribane's good. And then my last monster, this is, a Jeff Tech, I guess. Not saying this is like insanely good or anything, but you have Knight Assailant. So when this card's discarded, basically you get a flip effect back. I just think that's really cool, and the fact that this is trap based, basically if you have this in your hand, it's going off. So I just thought of that as a cool little tech. I do try and make things a little bit different than what people are using or what you've seen. So onto the spells, you have three Shaddoll Fusion, you have three El Shaddoll Fusion, you have three Super Polymerization, you have Trickstar Light Stage, you have Foolish Burial, and you have Fusion Recycling Plant. I don't know how often this card's used, but this is just really cool that you can get a material back. I mean, that may not, seem that cool to you, but I mean, it gives you, discard fodder for Super Poly. It gives you fodder for, your other trap. It just gives you resources back, so that's why I like it. I mean, I am not using polymerization, so I cannot use this card to its full, advantage, but I'm just giving that a go. So that's the spells. You'll see it's a pretty low count. You have double Trap Trick, you have double Reshadol Incarnation, you have double Sinister Shadow Games, you have two Paleozoic Dynamiscus, and then you have two Subterror Succession. So this card's actually really cool. I mean, it's not new or anything, but you can search out a flip effect monster, and then the card you pitch that'll go off as well. That's really cool. Dynamiscus, I mean, just really good spot removal. Sinister Shadow Games, I mean, this card also isn't new, but since this is trap based, this just allows you to send a Shaddoll card from your deck to the grave. So that's why I was saying, like, you kind of already have your Squamatas. It's not like you're trying to turbo into Dark Armed or anything like that, even though that card is at 3, and that might actually be another version I'll post sometime. But then you get to flip up one of your Shaddoll monsters, so that's like really cool stuff. Nothing too crazy. I was going with a lot of twos. I don't know, maybe that would throw off the trap trick a little bit, right? Because you have to banish one to like set one. You'll just see that, space is definitely a big issue. So I don't even know, how correct that would, be having two of each. But, you're free to, change this around. So the extra deck. So before I go into this, I just want to state real quick. First of all, I really love these alternate arts that they gave us. I mean, they were unneeded, but free stuff, right? I mean, that's really cool stuff. But then on top of that, though, so Dole Overload, I believe, is the set name. That's going to be coming out this week. So we actually are going to be having the Verde Predaplant Anaconda or whatever it's called. So you'll certainly need to find space for this. I know that, had I not have said that, though, someone would call me crazy. So you have Triple Construct, you have Double Window, you have App Cologne. That's actually it for the Shaddolls. So not using Shekanaga, not using Grista, not using Wendigo. I think those are the other three. I just went with the basic ones. What's unfortunate, I mean, it's kind of like a skill thing too, and like, if the extra decks were like, at a larger amount, like you could incorporate more stuff, but then it's like really that's where deck building comes in, and then it's like you got to decide what to use, what not to use, and stuff like that. So I don't know, that's always one thing that people have talked about. My super poly targets, you have Almarduke, you have Earth Golem Adignister, and then you have Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. So with the Anaconda coming out, I don't know, I mean, in regards to space, I mean, I really don't want to cut down on Construct. I think that would be kind of maybe one of those three. I just like the variety that I have there. Not exactly, saying all three of those are correct. Going into links, I mean, I myself like Security Dragon, but this could be your Anaconda. You have Gravity Controller, you have Shaddoll Construct. People are like iffy on this, but really once you get to unlocking your zones and just things really start to work for you. I mean, this is certainly not something you can start with, right? Because you're not pointing downwards, but once you get things flowing a little bit, I think it's a neat card. You have Nightmare Unicorn, you have Crush Sheep, and then you have Avramax. So as you can see, again, just space is very, very tight here. Honestly, I'm not even sure really what to cut. I mean, maybe the Shaddoll Construct, maybe the Security Dragon. That's kind of just, my flavoring. I like those cards, but in regards to like the fusions, I think that they're all like really good. I mean, your super poly targets will, alternate here and there as the meta develops and all that, but I mean, for now, I think all three of those are good. Also with, the April role changes and all that, one big question is, are we going to need this many links anymore? I would probably say initially no, because you can just spam out a bunch of fusions. So, I would think this extra deck will change quite a bit, but yeah, just for me, I mean, I don't think Super Poly's ever going to move out of my deck. I mean, unless, the card got hit. I pretty much see that as a 3 of in basically every deck. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Nothing crazy. I say that every video, just, basic stuff. Just try and throw videos out there every now and then, and, hopefully you guys, enjoy this stuff. I will have another variant of this coming out here pretty soon. If you want to see my video previous to this, that was just the basic, Shaddoll deck. Hardly any traps. I mean, everyone's kind of seen that, version with the trick clowns and all that. So, figure I'd throw a little, bit of a different flavor out there just for those who have not seen this. I mean, I could do Invoked, which, that's naturally, I think most people would agree, it's the biggest version out. I can do Dinosaur. I can build like a Chaos. I mean, there's a lot of different variants like I could do. I'm sure there's even more. Just based off, the card pool that I have. So you'll also see I really don't like spend money in this game. I mean, I just pretty much try and use whatever I have. I mean, I'll get like a card or two if it's, maybe 10, 20 bucks or whatever, but it's like I don't get those big cards or anything anymore. So, hopefully this build looks cool to you guys. I mean, I know a lot of people are budget out there, so maybe this will, fit your budget, and yeah, have some fun with it. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. Peace.